Now, what would you tell the Falcons, especially the Falcons tonight? Because this is new for them. It's not new for the Patriots. Yeah. It's new for the Falcons.
I would tell the Falcons to just lay low. Don't do anything. Kick your feet up, sit in your room, watch movies, study your playbook, whatever it is that you can do to calm your nerves. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be so antsy and ready to go. You're going to, by the time kickoff, you're going to be tired. Because you're going to, tomorrow's going to come so fast, you're going to have...
Look, I know. I should be resting. Been up long before the sun came up, put in a full day at CBS Radio World Headquarters in Greentree. But let me tell you what we have in my neighborhood, in Monaca. We have the Golden Arches. McCafe Coffee. Always good. And they're open 24/7, any time of day. And by the way, how about this from McDonald's? Any size coffee. Right now, coffee, just $1. For George Washington and that bill, any size, a delicious cup of McDonald's McCafe coffee. I'm loving it. Now, here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to roll into New Brighton, my hometown, 5th Avenue, and we have the starting quarterback from the New Brighton Lions, 1967, went on to play at Nebraska and went to Kent and played during the same time as the great Jack Lambert and his dear friend, maybe you heard of him, Nick Saban, the Alabama Crimson Tide coach. Well, folks, he spent a little time in the professional football ranks before he became the guy with the Dolphins. And we're going to tell you a tale tonight from Pratte Brewing, Stephen Dave's place on 5th Avenue, the home of that great brew. A story that I find very fascinating. When they were all together, yes, many years ago at Kent State, and then, of course, Coach Saban, his time with Bill Belichick in Cleveland, and why they disbanded that coaching staff. I think you'll find it surprising and very interesting tonight. So join me and Skip Kluka as we talk football and X and O's. Now, speaking of Super Bowl 51, Westwood One Radio 93.7 The Fan tomorrow, Fox, of course, and tonight the Honors Awards. We're going to have all of that for you tomorrow morning, and the Hall of Fame finalists. More on that later tonight, too. We're going to talk about some of these men that are just about ready to find out whether or not they're going to be enshrined in the Pro Football's Hall of Fame. NRG Stadium is where it's going to happen in Houston. Julio Jones, chronic toe issue. Danny Amendola, an ankle. Martellus Bennett, who could have a breakout game, the big tight end, who's been doing great work since Rob the Gronk Gronkowski went out. And Dante Hightower, linebacker with a knee. All of them are expected to play. But I'm going to talk to Skip Kluka tonight, who has dealt with a lot of injuries playing football. How do you find a way to break through? And if the opposition gets this report, can they use it against you? We're going to talk about that tonight with Skip at Pratte Brewing in New Brighton. New England, by the way, 15.6 points per game during the regular season. That's all they gave up. That was the fewest. Atlanta, 33.8 points they put up offensively. Best, 540 points, and 8th best all time. They've only done 80 points in their 2 playoff games against Seattle and Green Bay, so you know something's got to give. We'll talk to Skip about that tonight. Looking forward to it. Some other notes. Had a chance to catch up and watch a little bit of CBS's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open in Scottsdale, TPC Stadium course. Man, was that sunshine looking good. As was lefty Phil Mickelson. Man, you know it's spring soon when the other Phil, not Punxsutawney, but the great golfer, is out there doing what he does. Finished at 10 under, and he is 5 shots off the lead right now, still on the course. Your leader, Byung-Hung An, otherwise known as Ben An from South Korea, a tremendous player. Through 12, he is at 15 under. Martin Laird is at 13 under. Some of the other players that are fast approaching the top of the leaderboard, Brendan Steele, who is at 12 under. Also Hideki Matsuyama, who is at 11 under. Penn's at St. Louis tonight. Penn's were 3rd in the Metropolitan Division. It was Pitt losing to Duke, the final 72-64 in West Virginia at the West Virginia Coliseum. Huggy Bear, Bobby Huggins, number 7th rated Mountaineers, about ready to tip it off against Oklahoma State. Just some news and notes, and when we reconvene in just a little bit, we're going to be 5th Avenue in New Brighton at Pratte Brewing. Until then, cheers from your Pratt Pack. I'm loving it. You do deserve a break today at McDonald's. See you later. Be there. I'll be waiting. Petrucci Brewing. See you then.